hello, hello. Hello, 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 Aries. Aries, I am humbled that you have waited so long. Thank you for joining me today with the reading for July. I'm here with the tarot, the spiral, mystic spiral tarot. And let's get the show on the road. So what I'll do, I'll show you the table that I'm using, and as the rows get cluttered here, I'll move them up. Now, we are concentrating on Aries for the month of July. Aries for the month of July. Hello there. Hello there. Thank you for joining in Nomumi from America. Exactly. From where? Where from America? Here it's dawn. It's dawning. It's almost 5 a.m. Tell me from where? It's a big place. North, South America? Where? United States, Canada, Mexico? Come on. Where? Where? Aries for the month of July. Aries for the month of July. Aries for the month of July. East Coast. All right. I grew up on the East Coast. Half of my life, I spent half of my life on the East Coast. Up and down, all over. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends, now we're going to start. I'll put down 3 cards to start, and then we'll see where that takes us. Okay? Well, hallelujah. Hallelujah. The 9 of Cups. Need we say anything more? I would just call it a day. Forget it. This is beautiful. 9 of Cups. This typical gifts that we are given. The Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Now, we do have... like I said, hallelujah, finally, this 9 of Cups come out in the first position, and the rest of the cards follow suit. When I say follow suit, that means that it gives us an impression, it gives us the idea of exactly where that 9 of Cups is going to be operating. And when we have a card like, for example, here that I have this Knight of Coins, it tells me, it gives me the message that we have an opportunity here, Aries. The month of July is giving us an opportunity, and you need to leave aside during the month of July anything that is just putting you off, any difficulties that you yourself may be experiencing, because it's not about you. It's about being with others the month of July, and being playful, being not on the defensive, but understanding that when you are gifted an opportunity, there's no defenses that can hold. There's no reason for being on your defenses, putting up your defenses. I'm going to take some cards here on this 9 of Wands, precisely this area of defense. Here you go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, they are troublesome. You've got something churning here. We've got the serviceman, militare. We've got mercante, the merchant. And we've got falsità, which translates into lies. And what I'm seeing here is that there's a bit of, on your workplace, there is a bit of, not dissatisfaction, but you're not seeing eye to eye. You have different objectives than others around you, and they are the true objectives for you, and you really don't care. You don't care. You don't really give a damn about what other people think on the job, because you understand very, very well that your position is a position of strength, and what your strength is your knowledge. And unfortunately, people see you as a threat because you're very knowledgeable, you're powerful with the knowledge that you have, and you're a born leader on the job. People look to you, and people are worried about you because they're worried about making you angry for the things that you can then do, because it's not that Aries is a wild card, but they are people who speak their truth. And I'm seeing it here with this Knight of Coins, a moment in July when you're going toward an objective that has nothing to do with your job. It has something to do with something else, something more important, something that you truly believe in. Now, what is that that you truly believe in? So I'm going to give it another shuffle and take a few cards from under the deck, and then a few cards from the top of the deck. And let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Hi there. This is going to be a difficult one for me to say. Big Ray the Apollo. Boston. Yeah. I used to go to Boston to party. Have friends there still. The Emperor. The Emperor. What is this all about? The Emperor. We've got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Emperor. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. And the Five of Wands. There is sort of, it's you and them, you and them, you and them. This is the Aries card, the Emperor, and it is very strong. It's reminding me to remind you, Aries, very, very strong you are. You have, sometimes you don't even realize the power that you have. And the power that you have is a power of persuasion. People follow you. People fear you. You know, literally, you may be called by others, that damn Aries, the bitch. You know, the very, very strong and very powerful. That sometimes you override other people's energy, and I'm seeing it here as not wanting to deal with things on the job necessarily, because you've been there, you've done that, you have other things that are more important, and those things that are more important have to do with ideas, your creativity, writing, your singing, art, playing, you know, all of this creative energy that needs to come out and will be coming out in July. There'll be a lot of days in July where you put pen to paper, a diary, where you actually write a novel, where you actually do your research, where you actually write the pages of a book, where you actually start a project and put the meat on its bones. And it has nothing to do with your formal workplace. It has all to do with a burning desire to create. And so we have you as being in July the most creative of the zodiac signs. And I have to stress again, hello there, SR from New Orleans. I always say to myself, I've got to get to New Orleans. I want to go in November. I'm hoping to get there in November. There is the other side to the coin here, where you don't want to interact negatively with others. No. But you're setting yourself aside is making them is creating this animosity in your context where you work, and the people that you spend your time with, your family, your friends, your tribe, your co-workers. And that is on the one hand, it's a difficult situation, but on the other hand, you don't want to deal with it. You know, you're not dealing with it. And so it's sort of, you know, you almost elevate it to a moment of playfulness with them. Now, I'm going to take the VERA SIBILLA here over this Two of Wands that I have here, right after the Page and the Emperor, and see what this gives me here. We've got La Vecchia Signora, the old lady who speaks to change and to positive change. Then we have the Domestico, the house domestic, and then we've got the Lettera, the letter. And here there is definitely a positive outcome in terms of you keeping things to yourself, because the creative energies are going to flow so importantly that you'll be arising at the end of July with chapters, with half a book, because of the profound, deep-rooted sense of creativity that you've been harboring for at least all this last year. You're going to take out of somewhere in your computer, some diary or something, some table of contents of a book, or some notes that you have, and develop them into, they're going to flourish into a beautiful product. And it's as if it would lay dormant for so long, and finally it's coming up. Very, very nice. So look at this. I'm going to push these up and then take 4 more tarot cards, again from the bottom and the top of the deck. Let me shuffle them again. And this is got a lot of work on your plate, Aries. A lot of work coming up, but it's going to be breezy, easy peasy. It's going to be a breeze, because you see the light at the end of this project, at the tunnel. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what we have here for you. We've got the Queen of Coins, feet planted firmly on the ground. We're going to walk toward our goals. The 3 of Swords. Unfortunately, in the process, you may be closing an eye to some important emotional issues, and you may not be giving some people the satisfaction that they would want. But we have the Queen of Swords, and that definitely tells me, look, Aries, there is a me first quality to the month of July. And precisely because of this urge to create. And if you have noticed, there was the Emperor and the Empress that have come out, and that is a couple, that is the yin and yang. You're very well balanced in terms of your goals in the month of July. You're going to hit home. You're going to hit an important target. You're going to be, it's like the watershed. After July, things are just going to change for you. All of a sudden, you're going to be churning out projects, things. You're unblocking. It's as if you finally unblocked something. And look, I've got this 10 of Cups. And what's interesting about you, Aries, especially in the month of July, is that you have a gift, and it is the gift of creativity. And that gift is going to benefit so many people. And it's as if you're spreading the love. And this me first quality has a reason, because what you're doing is it's as if you're guided by a higher power. It's stronger than you can control. Let's take a look at those runes and see what they have to add. Let's take a look and see what they have to add. Let's see what we can see. Very lucky with this 8, with this 9 of Cups in the front, in the beginning of this spread here. Beautiful. All right, look, I have here Rido, and it's Merkstave, and it's telling me that you will not be traveling that much as you would have liked. And if you do, you're bringing your computer, you're bringing all your tools, and your travel is going to be if you're going on a cruise, you're going to be in your cabin writing. If you're going, you're going to be very concentrated on some specific effort. And it is underscored by Rido, by Weird, the nameless, faceless rune that talks about doing it your way. It's me first this month. It's me first. And Isa attests to that. Look, I would like to leave the best for last, and I will. Manat's Merkstave is telling me that, yes, you will have people around you, but no, you're going to give them less attention because you're on a roll. You're definitely on a roll. And, of course, it will be born it will be hatched, the project, and it's going to go forward, but it's going to take time to finish. Remember that. So try not to burn out. Don't get that burnout. That so typically happens to Aries. 30 sets tells us of the importance of having to do this, the importance in relation to humanity. You have a very important job to do in the month of July. Follow your dream, because it will benefit the masses, Aries. Dyack talks about this being just one of many projects that you have on your plate, in your back burner, and you're going to have to do them one at a time. Starting from July onwards, that is going to happen. Soilo, the sun. Soilo comes with the message of success. You follow your instinct, Aries, and you go right to the bullseye. You will be benefiting the masses. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure for me to give you this message. I do hope it was of help to you. Like and share my videos if you enjoy them, and subscribe. I'd really, really love that. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, and I'll be back. Bye-bye, Uranial. All right, I'll say something as soon as I hang up here.